Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about Tom Cruise's insane net worth in 2022. Let's get right into it. Tom Cruise's net worth is tremendous, considering he's one of the highest paid performers in the world. But are we talking about astronomical proportions, and how much of his net wealth is accounted for by his paychecks from blockbusters like Top Gun and the Mission Impossible franchise? Let's look at these aspects in more detail. To give you some context, Cruise wasn't always on Forbes' list of highest paid actors. In the 1980s, the Mission Impossible hero got his start in Hollywood, with modest roles in films like Endless Love in 1981 and The Outsiders in 1983. But, before long, the actor was landing main roles in a slew of box office hits, culminating in his famed portrayal of super spy Ethan Hunt in the 1996 reboot of Mission Impossible. Everything else is history, but if you're interested in finding out extra details about just how much he makes on the Mission Impossible films, along with what Tom Cruise's net worth is in 2022, just keep on watching. In the 1983 film Risky Business, Cruise played Joel Goodson. The film, which is widely regarded as Cruise's breakthrough, was a critical and commercial triumph, generating more than $63.5 million in the United States on a $6.2 million production budget. In its first weekend, the film grossed $4,275,327 in 670 theaters. So, how much money did Tom Cruise get for his role in Risky Business? According to Celebrity Net Worth, Cruise made just $75,000 for Risky Business, which makes sense given that the film was only his fifth movie after Endless Love, Taps, The Outsiders, and Losing It. In an interview with Roger Ebert in 1986, Cruise recalled his humble beginnings. Cruise said at that time, "For years all I had were a bed, a desk and a chair." He then added, "When I was making a movie, they put me in hotel rooms. Between jobs I moved back into my apartment and my lifestyle dropped considerably." He then said, "It's a strange thing being handed so much power to do whatever you want to do. I'm offered a lot of movies, but I haven't worked in 6 or 7 months because I want to sit back and evaluate where I want to go next. My point of view and my values haven't changed. Everybody wants to push and pull me, but I refuse to change my lifestyle." Despite how overwhelmed he was at the time by his sudden wealth, Cruise also confessed that he was grateful for the success he saw early in his career. He said, "Don't get me wrong, I want to be in this position, but I get inundated with so much information, I spend the day weeding through it." He then added, "Charities, benefits, job offers, requests, and I don't want a huge company in front of me. I trust the people who work for me, and I spend time with them, and I want to hear their ideas and keep in touch. A lot of the challenge for me right now is simply to get my life together." Cruise also explained to the publication at the time of how he worked side jobs to earn enough money to support his acting career. He said, "So I'd saved up a little money from various jobs, and I had no particular plans for college. I was thinking of spending the money for a trip to Europe, but after I finished appearing in the play, I told my folks, I'm going to New York to study to be an actor. I want to see how it goes." After that, Cruise made headlines for his talent in acting, but once a particular series made him who he is today, the Mission Impossible series. In 8 Mission Impossible films, Cruise portrays Ethan Hunt, an agent of the Impossible Mission Force. Cruise earns a lot of money as the franchise's leading guy, so it's understandable that he earns a lot of money for each Mission Impossible film. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Cruise makes most of his money from the franchise from box office cuts, though he's also paid a huge upfront flat fee. In 1999's first film of the franchise, Cruise made a total of $70 million. Cruise made a total of $75 million between the release of his second and third films in 2000 and 2006, supposedly made up of 30% of gross box office earnings, as per Cruise's back-end arrangement. In 2011, Cruise earned an additional $70 million for Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, of which $12 million was his upfront salary. Back-end details for 2015's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, the 5th film in the series, aren't public, but we do know he was paid an upfront compensation of $25 million. Fallout, the latest installment in the Mission Impossible series, is no exception. Cruise is thought to have made $28 million in advance for that project. But, based on the film's gross box office receipts of over $220 million over the course of its release, we're guessing Cruise took home a sizable payday in 2018. When you add it all up, Cruise has made at least $285 million from the Mission Impossible franchise. Now, the question remains, what is Tom Cruise's net worth in 2022? According to Celebrity Net Worth, Tom Cruise's net worth in 2022 is $600 million, with earnings of around $50 million each year. And now that we know that his latest movie, Top Gun: Maverick, has done well on its opening, it's easy to say that it will add up a huge sum to his bank account. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.